Here's the thing, life can feel really hard sometimes. It can be totally disappointing, it can be incredibly frustrating, and sometimes we feel like we're just grinding our gears, not making any progress. Sometimes you might even feel like you're kind of in free fall or in reverse and you're not even trying to be there. But here's the thing, you are always exactly where you need to be. Now, this concept was really challenging for me to first understand. I always kind of most of my life have had this intense like internal time pressure of like I'm running out of time. I want to be here but I feel like I'm here, and how can I speed it up and how can I get faster and better, and um basically, skip to the good part. Like, don't we all just want to skip to the good part? But I like to think of that as like planting an apple tree, or like planting the seed of an apple tree, and then the next day you want amazing juicy apples. It's like, well, I mean, in reality, that's probably going to take at least 10 years if you do all the right things. And in motorcycles, it's essentially going from like first gear to sixth gear like that at the click of your fingers and saying, okay, I'm here now. But actually, the way that that works is you have to upshift gradually every single gear all the way to the sixth gear. So, this concept of you're always where you need to be came to me. I was in a talk in Minnesota at a spiritual center, and the speaker was talking about this idea that, everyone is always frustrated all the time because we want what we don't have yet. And we're always manifesting super hard and really holding on tightly to all of these results that we want to get, all of these desires that we so deeply want for ourselves. And we feel in ourselves also deeply that we can get there, but you just have that idea of like, I'm not there yet. And what she was saying is she was on that stage, and at the time I was like, it was a cold winter in Minneapolis, and I'm like dressed in all my gear, all my wool, all my down coats, and my big old boots. And she said something that like super struck to my core, was that like, you don't have to struggle against reality. Like, if that's where you are right now, that's where you are. Stop arguing with it and just accept that that is where you are. And I'd never heard of it spoken in that way before. And I think maybe before that, I wasn't quite ready to accept that idea. It's probably the other reason that I would have rejected that probably before that day. But what this really taught to me was that, when you're in a moment of that super frustration, and you want those goals so bad, and you're on the way to them, and you're just like not there yet, and you just, oh, so frustrated. It's okay to be where you are, because I've currently in one of these places. I feel like I'm always in this place of the frustration of not having that, not being there yet, of like losing time, of needing to be faster. And I personally think this is from like a lot of past life trauma and just experiences that I've had of like memories from past lives where things have ended badly, prematurely. And so in this life, I'm like, I must get my goal before time is up, before the clock is out. And but it's really not about pushing. It's just like, okay, I'm here now. This is what it is, accepting it, and also seeing the beauty in the fact that you're not there. And this reframe that I've recently been kind of training my brain to focus on is like, okay, I'm fucking frustrated. Frustration 10 out of 10 right now that I haven't hit that goal yet. But like, what's the good side of that? Like, let me think through all the good reasons that I'm not at that yet. Okay, well, it means that I have more free time to be creative, to be expressive. I have more time to spend with my young family. I have more time for self-care, and kind of just playing out all of these other things. But then I always come to the biggest one, is that like, it's really fucking awesome that I haven't figured it out yet. And this reframe has been everything for me because I've always wanted to know everything straight away. And I typically learn pretty quickly. So when I'm not getting the results that I feel like I've been putting the work into, I'm like, what the fuck? You think you failed, you think that nothing's working, you think that you're a failure, and you just, want to hide in the hole for the rest of your life. But what is it about that can actually be really amazing? Well, it's like, it means that I haven't explored all of my options yet. It means that I haven't figured out how to make the perfect YouTube video for me. It means that, I still am learning. Like, I can still create. I can still also maybe slide under the radar of, like what success looks like and fuck around and figure it out. And that's actually really fun for me, is to think about it in that way. And when you start to be like, hey man, this is where I'm at, this is kind of my external reality right now, you start to lean into it, you accept it more, and you stop resisting it. And what happens when we resist it is like we basically put up like walls around ourselves, between us and the universal good that the universe has to give us. And we're like, no, like, I'm so frustrated where I'm at now, like that next level, like we're basically blocking it off with a brick wall because we're telling the universe, like, I can't accept this version of hardness. So like that next level version of amazingness is also going to come with a hard shit as well. It's going to have a shadow side. But because I can't figure out my shit now, like, I'm telling the universe that, like, I'm not ready for that next level. So by opening up ourselves to, yes, this is where I'm at, it's obviously not preferable, but like, I know what my preferences are. I know where they lie. I know what I want. And you start to sort of reframe from like hardness and frustration and pissed off and like anger to like, cool, like, what's next? What haven't I tried? Let me do this version. Let me do that version. Let me try another strategy. And then that really just starts to say like, cool. I mean, then kind of it allows the universe to let the dominoes fall for you, because you're no longer stopping in your tracks, even when you feel like you're trying so fucking hard to keep the momentum going. And, it's okay to not be where you want to be yet. Does anyone talk about this? We're always like, this is the goal. Like, you must be self-made. You must be a self-made millionaire. You must like pull yourself up from your bootstraps, or all of these ideas. And, like kind of like the hero in all these stories that we hear, and even all these people that are really famous online that like we idolize. It's like, well, they did it, I should be able to do it too. But yes, but they had like a ton of shit that we don't know about. Like, we don't know what went on behind the scenes and all the shit they put up with, and all the frustration and all the hardness, and basically all the version of what you're going through right now, they've also gone through, but maybe in a different way. But that's okay to be where you're at, because it means that you're still learning, you're still growing. The potential hasn't gone away. It's just, it feels further away than it actually is, because we're kind of putting all this negative thoughts, feelings, and baggage and bullshit to being where we are, that we haven't actually allowed ourselves to embrace the fact that that could actually be a good thing, that maybe we're not quite ready for that next level and we still have lessons to learn. And like, learning shit, that's what I'm here for. I don't know about you, but learning new things, growing, expanding, that's what I'm fucking here for. Even if like I haven't reached that, ultimate goal, that vision that I'm working towards, it means I'm still growing. And that might even be better than getting the thing that we actually want. Don't worry, you are always exactly where you need to be. You haven't lost any time. You have all the time in the world. Don't worry about a thing. You will get there. It's going to be okay. If you enjoyed this video, check out my links below. I have a newsletter and also a community that you can join. We have so much amazing, inspiring, badass fun there. So definitely join us. You are invited. Okay, until next time, keep living your freedom life.